Welcome back to Yoga Therapy Thursdays. This week we're continuing on with our shoulder strengthening series by moving into shoulder flexion and extension. To move through shoulder flexion, we're using a lot of our anterior deltoid to lift the arm up. To move through extension, we're using our posterior deltoid to lift the arm back. Many of us are familiar with the gym exercises that help us strengthen those two parts of our deltoid. For shoulder flexion, we have lateral arm raises, or lateral front arm raises. And typically to work the posterior deltoid, we find ourselves doing reverse flies, whether it's straight arm or bent arm. But often when we do reverse flies, we find ourselves also working the middle part of our trapezius muscle. But we'll get into that in a future episode of Yoga Therapy Thursdays. It's important to make sure the deltoid is properly strengthened and that we're not overcompensating with our upper traps. In yoga, we find ourselves moving through a large range of motion that also requires strength. So here are a few exercises you can do to help increase your strength through your full range of motion. You can lie prone on the mat, forehead to the floor, and lift your hands straight up towards the ceiling. Remember to draw your shoulders away from your ears so you're not using your traps to help compensate. If that wasn't difficult for you, you can add a little bit of weight. I find this particular drill is incredibly helpful when working on press handstands. To move into shoulder extension, again, stay lying down on the floor, arms come alongside the body, and lift the hands up towards the ceiling. Again, feel free to add weight to add to this exercise. Thank you for joining me this week on Yoga Therapy Thursdays. Don't forget to check out my co-hosts for more ways to work your shoulder strength through flexion and extension.